Hey guys, it's Elaine Hardy Fit. It's really cold and rainy and chilly out, and it's a great time to have something hot to drink. So while a lot of us want to have hot cocoa, that's not really the clean eating I'm trying to explain to all of you. So I'm going to make something called golden milk. It's otherwise known as turmeric milk or turmeric tea. Now there's lots of different recipes on the internet. If you look it up, you'll find probably 17,000 different variations. So this is just one way to do it. There's no perfect recipe, just like everyone has a different way of making their spaghetti sauce. So what I've done is I started with 10 ounces of almond milk. I use unsweetened almond milk, and I already heated it up just to kind of show you guys more quickly. The main ingredient, the main player, is turmeric. This is turmeric root, and you can see that I've peeled the end off. This is what turmeric looks like if it's dried and powdered. You can buy this at the grocery store, and in the spice department, buy the salt and pepper. And you would probably use about a half a teaspoon if you were going to use it from the powder. So turmeric is actually an Indian spice, and it's an herb that is used for immune stimulation and immune support. It's very much anti-inflammatory. We think that it's helpful for the immune system, helpful for anti-inflammatory for the joints, anti-cancer, great for the skin. So it's a wonderful herb. They're looking at it more and more in terms of autoimmune conditions to help reduce inflammation, and we think that it can be helpful in healing gut inflammation. So the main player here is turmeric. Now you can already see what it's doing to the milk. So what I did is I grated in the raw turmeric, but again, you could use about a half to 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder. The next key player that I like to put in is ginger. This is what ginger looks like if it's ground. This is what ginger root looks like. Again, you need to peel the skin off. And there's my kitty. And so we're just going to grate some into here. And ginger is wonderful also for the immune system. It's anti-inflammatory. It's called a warming herb. I'm just going to use this to scrape some of the ginger off of there. There we go. And ginger is actually really good for the stomach. So if anybody has problems with heartburn or pain in their belly, ginger is a wonderful herb to kind of soothe the stomach. Great for a stomach ache. Max, stay down. I like to also put a little bit of cinnamon in mine, so I'm just going to sprinkle some cinnamon in there. I eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. Cardamom is another wonderful Indian herb, and they use cardamom a lot for spicing up their puddings. It's a really delicious, flavorful herb, so I'm going to put some of that in there. So this is sort of my version of hot cocoa, but all of the herbs have healing properties. So all of these, the reason why we bring out the turmeric in this part of the year is because it's good for the immune system. So everyone says to me, what can I do to prevent colds and flus? I want to keep everybody healthy in the family. Drink turmeric. We also use powdered turmeric in the Vitamix to make a smoothie. You can put this in soups. You can put this in stews. So it doesn't just have to be in your golden milk. In order to get the turmeric to sort of be activated and more bioavailable, black pepper. I know it sounds weird, but I'm grating just a tiny bit of black peppercorn. The pepper makes the turmeric sort of more available, and again, makes it easier to absorb. And there's a lot to be said about oil with turmeric. Now, in India, they actually use ghee, which is a clarified butter. I like to use coconut oil, so I'm going to take about a teaspoon of coconut oil. And I just got some turmeric shaving in there, so let me get that out. So I'm going to just plop that in there. Notice that coconut oil is solid. It kind of looks like Crisco, but it will melt when we put it in there. Vanilla, I like to have my vanilla extract in there. So again, I'm just going to eyeball it, maybe about a half a teaspoon. I know this looks gross, but it's actually really good. Now, a lot of people like sweet things. You know, if we were making this kind of like a hot cocoa, it would have the spices, it would have the vanilla, it would have the ginger and the cardamom and the cinnamon. A lot of people would use maple syrup. A lot of the recipes call for maple syrup or honey, agave. I like to put stevia in it because stevia doesn't have any calories, so I'm going to just put a little bit of liquid stevia. Stevia does not fall in the category of an artificial sweetener. Stevia really does come from a leaf, just like the peppermint plant that grows outside. Stevia comes from a plant. I do feel that stevia is okay. It's not the same as Equal and Splenda and Sweet and Low, and it does not have calories in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back over to the stove though. So come on over here. We're going to get this on. And I usually just whisk it up. And you can see it's a nice golden yellow color. In fact, I'm going to add more turmeric because I like a lot of turmeric in mine. So I'm just going to grate even more turmeric into there. Again, you want to peel the turmeric first. You can eat the skin if you want to, but it probably isn't going to taste very good. Now we got a lot of turmeric going. Good. I can't find turmeric close to me. You can get it at Whole Foods, so that's where I got mine. So this will end up being sweet and sort of spicy. And I'll have this sort of as an after dinner drink. It's absolutely delicious. So again, if you want a nice sweet drink in the evening on a cold, rainy night, something that's actually going to be good for your immune system, anti-inflammatory, help prevent autoimmune, help your digestion, think about golden milk. Thanks for watching.